Yeah, I'm here with. What's the name of your company? It's probably something Icelandic that I can't pronounce.
It's actually Japanese.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's Japanese.
Katla. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
Katla is the name of our synth, and we are called Genki. Yeah, I was
Okay.
an exchange student in Japan, and I wanted to pay homage to Japan.
And speaking about Japan, this reminds me a lot of Decade Stream and stuff. Do you have any connections with them?
With Black Corporation.
Yeah, Bob
No,
Rogue.
we are just great fans of their work, and
Uh-huh.
I had the chance to visit their offices in Tokyo in January, and they're just really doing amazing work.
But you met with Erica since.
Yes, we did. Yeah, I love Kurtz. Is the best. He is the godfather of the project.
Yeah, right.
The kindest person I've met, and opened his arms to us when we were doing manufacturing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And now, what is this? Is it polyphonic? It has Icelandic lava.
Yeah.
Did you have to get a permission from the, I don't know, ferry department of Icelandic rock trolls? Are you allowed to export this?
Yeah. So actually, this rock is environmentally sourced, and it's taken from when they're paving roads,
Mhm.
and then it's brought to a masonry where it's worked and sold for like for tourist products, usually like the stones for glasses and stuff like
Ah.
that. But but this is a really great question, and we take it very seriously. That we
I know, I
don't want
know.
to shrink Iceland. Like we want to. This is for us just I think Iceland is also like mostly made out of this basalt rock.
Mhm.
So it's if we are not able to work with it and do what we want, then it's kind of hard. I don't know what we should. There's no wood in Iceland, so we can't use wood.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lava, and we're still producing more and more every year, which is kind of the inspiration, which is the inspiration for the synth actually, because
Mhm.
we've had so many eruptions happening all the time. So we were just inspired by that and wanted to incorporate that into our newest product, which is Katla.
Okay. So apart from the side panels, what else is there to see?
Yeah, I think it's a 5-voice polyphonic synthesizer.
So that's already special. 5 oscillators.
5 oscillators, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. We wanted to find a prime number that creates really interesting patterns, and it has 5 digital oscillators with phase distortion, number of ways which you can crossfade between, and then we have analog signal path after that, going from an analog filter and into a wave filter that we have, analog wave filter, and then an analog mixer, and then we have a stereo effects, stereo reverb. It's an 80s actually digital one, and then an analog drive. And the star of the show, that's all kind of like you've heard that in a synthesizer before, but the star of the show and kind of what sets it apart, in my opinion, are these Katla parameters that allow you to influence the whole patch while you're playing, and
Mhm.
you get things like wobble or like a wow effect. So like slowly modulating pitch modulations, and then quickly modulating like flutter, and then
Mhm.
ducking like random sample and hold kind of style on the VCOs and other parts of the synth. Then we have Aska, that's it's Icelandic for these are all Icelandic words. So yeah, it's more about you have to listen to it first and foremost.
Yeah.
But we thought it was interesting to instead of like just saying it up front, it should be more heard and experienced.
And these are modulators. Yeah, they are LFO in a kind, but they always affect all of the 5 oscillators.
All of the 5 oscillators and other parts of the circuit. So they are
Mhm.
also affecting like envelope, for example, that we have on the final product. We'll have notably what you're seeing here is a prototype, but
Mhm.
we've come very much far from when we released the product, when we had the prototype. But so we'll have also like way to randomize the envelopes to make it then musical. So when you're playing the deep notes, the envelopes would be longer. But if you're playing the high notes, it would be shorter, like mimicking how it is in nature, like the envelopes of high pitch noise, they decay faster.
And making it more musical, it has clock input. Does the delay work after the clock?
Yeah, there's a reverb, and
delay.
there's no delay.
Ah, okay. Ah, How long does the reverb go? What's the longest?
It goes really long. I don't remember like the second, like the
It lasts a whole Icelandic winter.
yeah, which is eternity.
Yeah, I know. Okay, can you make some new? Oh, one more thing. It has presets over here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it has presets that that cover the whole panel, and then we have presets that are just per row.
Okay.
You can save only this section here, that's like the oscillators, only the envelope and filter, or only the kind of LFOs and modulation sources.
Okay, so even though there are very few buttons, you can do combinations of them and then in the end get a lot of presets out of this.
Exactly. We have 24 presets that are covering the whole, and then we have 8 times 8 times 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, can you demo it?
Yeah, for sure. I'll just start with a very basic patch and kind of we can work from there.
Yeah, and try to make it as weird as you can.
As weird? Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll start with something basic and then progress the weirdness scale. So this is just a very basic, I think, sawtooth way that I have here. You can listen. I'm changing one voice at a time.
Mm-hmm.
I can also dial it down. Now it's just one oscillator. I can bring them in musically, and I can change the octaves here on the fly.
Is that quantized, or can you do something like a super saw?
Yeah, so we have here like a rate that does a super saw that does phase distortion on all the waves.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We do these kind of things. Yeah, and then we have sub per voice.
Per voice?
Yes, per voice.
Wow.
Some noise as well. And then we can, I can start demoing the Katla parameters. So here I'm doing song pepper and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's detuning them and making them sound very musical. Higher pitch.
Yeah.
This is already starting to sound like a volcano, like something that's slowly creeping.
Well, maybe not as slow. Mm-hmm.
And a wave filter.
Oh, okay.
You can spread the voices.
Oh, that's nice.
More kind of a chorus effect. Then we can start bringing like more reverb. And we can start modulating the reverb. You said weird, right?
It gets really large.
So it's very angry.
Yeah. What does this knob do?
This is the filter.
Ah, okay. Mm-hmm.
And another thing that's kind of interesting, we dial it back and down.
Yeah, can you maybe just go back to the regular saw and just do a filter sweep?
Yeah, of course.
So, since you said you were inspired by all kinds of things, what's the filter inspired by?
So the filter is inspired by, wow.
It's not a Moog.
Yeah, no, it's an SSM style filter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, on the final version it will both have a low pass and a band pass filter actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think band pass is something that's really underexplored, and we want to kind of incorporate that instead of having it at low pass and a high pass.
Mm-hmm.
Band pass can be really musical.
Okay.
Yeah, and we can also drive it and play it separately.
And speaking of when it's finished, when is it going to be available, and where, and through your website or?
Yeah. It's we are now just finalizing like the gaining of the analog components and just bringing it all together. Kind of we're at the phase. If you think about it as an album, we recorded all the songs. but now we're mixing and mastering them.
Yeah.
So that takes a couple of months, and then we'll start production by the end of the year. So Q4 at the end of the year, and we're already accepting orders on our website, genki.is.
And how does it work? So this costs 5,000 euros, same price in US dollars. And do you have to make a deposit if I order it now, pre-order it?
Yeah, so we've actually decided just to have the full order because it's relatively short until we launch, and then we cover shipping, and we also cover some of the import duties as well. But we're figuring that still out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks very much. It's interesting. I don't have any synthesizers that have 5 oscillators. So that's something. That's actually something I'm still missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I should get this. Thanks.
Thank you so much for doing the interview, and I really appreciate it.